Hello neighbor, this is Kurt with eTrailer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Konig self-tensioning tire chains and see how they fit on our 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe with 265/60 R18 tires. Now, if after watching this video you decide that these are the tire chains for you and you get them and you use them a few times, please share what you think about them in the comments below. We'd love to share your experience with our other neighbors so they can make the best decision for themselves. Now, if you've got a trip coming up that maybe you're going through some mountain passes and you're going to have to be carrying tire chains in the car with you and most likely use them, or maybe you just live in an area where a lot of the roads don't get taken care of in the wintertime and you need some of that traction to get to and from. A set of tire chains is an excellent way to do that. And these tire chains from Konig are self-tensioning. And what that means is that this device here is going to provide constant tightening pressure on your tire chains, which also means that as you roll down the road, you won't be having to stop and pull over every once in a while to make any readjustments. It's going to be doing that for you. The pieces are going to be made out of a plastic, which means you're not going to freeze your fingers when you're trying to put it all in together. It is a square link, which means that the links are going to have some edge to them. That's really going to help you out with traction. The links are put into a diamond pattern. And what a diamond pattern means is that rather than just having them go straight across the tire, they're going to cross and intersect, which means that no matter where your tire is on the road, there's always going to be chain contacting the road. The chains are made out of a nickel manganese alloy, which means they're going to be extremely resistant to corrosion. And as an added bonus, on the cross links up here, they put in these traction plates. So the center here of your tire chain is going to do a really good job of busting up that thicker ice as you're going down the road. Now, the installation of tire chains like this is very simple. It's done in a way that you don't have to get under the car at all. So if you do have to pull over in an emergency situation to put them on, it won't be too uncomfortable to do so. So stick around and we'll show you exactly how we got these on. So the first thing we want to do when we're going to install our chains is get them laid out flat. And what we're looking for is any twists or kinks in the chain. We want to make sure when they go on, there's not going to be anything there that's going to cause any kind of damage to it. The other thing that I'm doing is along the cable that goes in the back of the tire, you'll see these hook attachments and there's an open end to them. I'm leaving these face down because I want the open end of those hooks to be facing away from the sidewalls of my tires. So I'm also looking to split it in the middle right here. Okay, and you may notice that I have gloves on for this. One, I think it's always good practice to be wearing gloves whenever you're putting on tire chains because in all likelihood, the weather and the elements are going to kind of force you to install them that way so you don't have to freeze your fingers off. But two, tire chains have some sharp edges to them, and I just want to make sure I'm not pinching or cutting myself while I'm handling them. So once I get this laid out flat and inspected, I'm going to separate this middle portion here. And what I'm going to do is feed this around behind my tire. And here are those two open ends that we had there before. And I just want to kind of bring this around and put it in a position where it's kind of easier to handle. Now I'm going to take each end of that blue cable and I'm going to try to control the chain as much as I can to get a good drape. And I'm just going to bring them up behind the tire here and I'm going to hook them together just like so. Once those are latched in, I'm going to grab the rest of the chain and drape it back over the front. And I'm trying to get those plates where those cross sections as much in the middle of the tire as I possibly can. Okay, and with that done, Konig color codes this to make it really easy for you, but you'll see this open link right here in red, and you'll see this hook right here. These are just going to hook together in the front, and then I'm going to finish kind of draping that cable back. And what I'm trying to do is get this lighter gray chain to just go just outside the edge of the wheel. But once I have all that in place, I'm going to take this little mechanism down here, I'm going to open it up, I'm going to feed this cable through it, just like that. Close it down, and then I'm just going to pull on it and give it as much tension as I possibly can. Once that's done, I'm going to take this red hook, I'm going to bring it down and hook it in with the open end of the hook facing away from the wheel. And now my tire chains are on. And as this rolls and as it shifts, this is just going to keep tightening and tightening, just ensuring that we're going to get a good snug fit on our tire as we're going down the road. So that's really it for the installation. As you can see, I didn't have to get down underneath the car and get myself all messy, dirty, covered in snow, any of that. It goes on really pretty easy, and these are an excellent way to get to and from your destination safely. I'm Curt with eTrailer. Thanks for stopping by.